Hey, it's Dr. Amanda with Straightsmile Solutions, straightsmilesolutions.com, and you guys have been asking for this. Let's do a video all about posterior open bites in clear aligners and what all of our options are on fixing it. And I already have a lot of content on this, but I just tossed it all in one slide. So this is my first suggestion. First suggestion is you bust out that articulating paper. Do not even check this on the iTero. Nope. Go old school, articulating paper, tap, tap, grind all around and see if we have premature contacts, especially on anterior teeth. If you have any contacts on 7, 8, 9, 10, or 22 to 26, that's upper 2 to 2, lower 2 to 2, you need to get rid of that first. Whether you do, if it's something super minor, maybe you can do occlusal equilibration. But if it's something more major, you're going to have to do probably some lower IPR if there's no more spaces and no more crowding on top. So that's the first thing you need to do. Get rid of that. Once that anterior premature contact is gone, then we can move on to the other tricks. You guys are doing things in the wrong order, and it's just never going to work if you do it in the wrong order, if there is a premature interference. The other thing you need to double check is palatal impinging hanging cusps. So sometimes when you try to do some expansion and you don't do translation expansion, like with an expander, like on an older patient, you can get those palatal hanging cusps, and it just takes some time to get some torque and to upright those teeth. Those palatal hanging cusps can also be an interference and can affect closing the bite in the back. So that just might take a little more time torquing the teeth. So those are two things I do want you to check. So don't rush to the posterior elastics. That would be like literally the very last thing I would do. Like this is like last after I've checked everything else. Your deprogramming aligners, same thing as, so that's a term I use and I started using it with the MA cases. But yeah, trimming aligners and using elastics, or, using bonded retainers and elastics, that's all kind of in the same thing as deprogramming aligners. The problem with the aligners overdoing bonded retainers, whether you do elastics or just let gravity do its thing, is that you can always have a chance of overcorrecting. You have to keep a very, very, very close eye on them. Whereas with the bonded retainers and the elastics, or bonded retainers and gravity, it's a little less risky. Hollies are our old school method. As long as there's no anterior contacts, we did Hollies all the time in the 90s and the 2000s, and those suckers work, assuming you didn't design the Holly with a ton of posterior clasps. Those work really, really, really well. You should look into circumferential Hollies or wraparound Hollies with no interocclusal clasps. Like I said, bonded retainers, I already mentioned that, whether or not you want to just use elastics with buttons or you just want to let gravity do its thing, they both work. One takes a little longer than the other. One takes full compliance. If your patient is using the elastic method, they do have to be warmed full time. And then lastly, you've got your aligner vacation and do nothing. Just don't wear anything. That would also be kind of similar to bonded retainers. Or sometimes you can just try to wear them at night only and just see if things settle with a little less wear. And of course, refine is your last option. Hopefully that was helpful. All right, thanks so much.